Okay, so our last session, thank you guys for coming. Sorry we weren't able to have lunch again, but there is plenty more time for future lunches I foresee in our future. So in our last session, we had some magical wishes. It was pretty awesome. We had this like pretend genie. Did we even talk about who was giving us our wishes? I don't even think we cared, right? It was just like amazing wishes. And you know, we talked about some of the obstacles and how they relate to our wishes. So time management, financial freedom, the ability to be an amazing artist, which might be a little tough to grant unless we just hypnotize you. Maybe it's hypnotism. And stress management, time management, organizational skills. So we talked about some of those things. How were you guys able to, you know, what were some of the outcomes from the book lending when we walked you guys over there? You know, how did that turn out? Did you guys want to debrief me on what's been going on?
It went well. I was able to pick up at least a few of my books from there, so that saved me a lot of pretty big bucks because a few of those books were at least over $100 online. So.
Wow. Okay, so it was able to alleviate a little stress. It certainly wasn't a magical wish, but perhaps alleviated some of that. And then, did you go with him, or who also was able to recap on the books?
I was able to get some textbooks, which helped a lot because one book alone was $196, and that's not even including the access code on top of the book itself. So that helped quite a bit too.
Wow. Okay, so now we know perhaps plugging into some of the resources on campus, it's not always going to work out, but you know, that's potentially a couple $100 that could help towards rent or food, you know, or gas or something like that. Okay, how about you guys? What were you guys able to try to apply from our last session?
Well, we ended up going to this workshop on how to better manage our time.
Okay.
And I think it went pretty well. I've actually got most of my stuff figured out. I'm able to get my homework out of the way. I've got free time at the end of the week also, just because I cleared everything up. So.
How did it go on the the Energizer Bunny? Were you able to grant your wish of just
5-hour energy?
5-hour energy?
No,
So every 5 hours you drink some more. It's like your magic potion.
Well, I figured I'd just sleep earlier and then I'd wake up earlier, so I've got a little extra time in there.
Okay, all right. So you were able to do a workshop. Did you go with him to the workshop? You guys kind of have a similar.
They actually, something that helps me out or has helped me out in the past is having your own personal agenda or planner.
Okay.
And basically it's just like calendar inside a book. And whenever I actually write down my assignments, it helps me because then I have a visual list of what I have to do.
Okay.
So then, as I finish them, I just cross them off, and that actually helps me stay on top of things, is writing it down, and then I don't forget. So
I also love lists. Sometimes I'll even write something down just so I can cross it off because that feeling is so magical. It's like, yeah, oh, I already did that. I'm gonna write it down and I'm gonna cross it off. So you're using a planner, and you guys were able to go to a couple workshops there. So definitely start looking at other things on campus where there are resources. If you're not sure, you know, feel free to ask me anytime. And then again, you know, just as a disclaimer, as we start this last session, you know, confidentiality still stays the same. If you guys have any questions about that, you know, we can review it. But it's good to kind of recap and hear the progress you guys are making. This is really exciting. So for this last session, I wanted to do one last game with you guys. And I wanted to do the 2 truths and a lie and see how well we've gotten to know each other, and just kind of see if we're starting to see through the facade of our silly lies, and just a way to kind of have a little fun for our last session. So if you will so politely scribe 2 truths and a lie, and we'll see what we got. Austin's very serious over there. Tenacious Tristy is getting very serious. I can see it in her face. She's got the eye of the tiger over there. She really wants to pull someone.
I can't think of anything.
How's it going? Scaling. Edward's scribing over there. I can see the excitement in his eye.
That's twitching.
It's twitching. All right. So how does this work? I'm gonna go first. You guys can let me know if you think I'm doing it. You ready? I got my game face on. I brought my game pants. Okay. So I have a snake. I like to ride hot air balloons, and I hate white chocolate. What do you guys think?
I think you have snake.
Okay.
Hot air balloons?
You think I hate to ride? I like to ride them. I think that's my lie or my truth.
I think you might be the person who doesn't like white chocolate.
It's true. So I do have a snake, and his name is Sam. And I do not like to ride. I am terrified of heights, so that was my lie. Oh my gosh, who wants to go next? Exciting, Edward. Come on, buddy.
Cool.
Energetic.
Alright. Well, let's do this. Okay, so I have a dog, 4 birds, and 3 fish. I own 5 pairs of shoes. I've had 2 concussions from falling off of the same tree.
I'm gonna go with A because I've never heard you speak of a pet before. I'm gonna go with A. And you have pretty nice shoes, so maybe it can be. What do you guys think?
I think the first
Could be
one.
A.
Four birds seems like a lot of birds.
You could give one to she needs a bird. That would help her magical wish. If you really had those, maybe you could part with one.
Maybe.
All right, which one is it?
Okay, so I own 5 pairs of shoes. Actually, I have 10
Oh.
pairs.
You really have all those birds and animals?
Yes.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Wow.
Nice, Edward. Okay, who's next? Come on, Austin.
Okay. My favorite animal is a fox. I've been to Europe, and I have a cat and a dog.
What does the fox say? I'm gonna say your favorite animal is a fox. Is your lie?
You don't look like you're a dog person. So I'll go with that.
What is it?
Actually, I've never been to Europe. I can't
Oh.
afford trips like that.
Every time I see you now, I'm gonna think of that. What does the fox say? All right, go ahead, girl. You're up.
Okay. I'm going to major in animation. My worst subject is math, and I used to juggle.
You used to juggle. What do you guys think? I think she's pretty good at math. She wears glasses. She has to be right. That's the stereotype. What do you guys think?
I don't think she used to juggle. Even professionally.
I just went for fun. I don't know.
I'll go with the last one.
You're too clumsy.
The lie was my worst subject is math. It's actually science. I'm bad at science.
Okay.
I used to juggle.
So next student life activity, Tenacious Tristy, the juggler.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Gotta make it happen.
I used to. I don't know if I still could.
So with this activity, it's kind of fun in that, you know, as you're meeting new people and you're having new experiences on campus, that you can share some of the things about yourself that no one would ever know. I mean, we've been coming to several sessions, and although we haven't had time to talk about all your plethora of animals, you are potentially a small petting zoo at your house. That could be really fun. There's things about us that we could share we have in common with others, right? So just a fun activity to kind of get our last session going. Oh, you haven't done yours? Oh my gosh! Musical Morgan, sing it up. Okay, go.
Alright, I'm a black belt in martial art. I've played piano for 15 years and I have a girlfriend before. I've had a girlfriend
That's not fair. If I say that last one's a lie, that'll make me seem mean.
before.
Maybe he had a boyfriend. We are LGBT so fair. Or a girlfriend and a boyfriend. So I'm gonna assume that the musical Morgan, you've been playing the piano, and you did mention that in your first session.
Yes.
What do you guys think?
I'm gonna have to go with the black belt. I mean, a black belt pianist seems like Larry.
Again, an interesting stereotype, right? Maybe he karate chops the keys.
He's got the build for it, so I'm gonna have to go with the girlfriend one. Sorry, but he's that
I'm
attractive.
sorry, bud. All right, hit it.
Alright, the lie is that I've had a girlfriend before.
Aw.
I've been doing martial art for 13 years and piano for 15 years.
So you're busy. You don't have a lot of time to be dealing with relationships right now. Well, welcome to college. You can change that at any time, okay? There are plenty of student activities where you can find that special partner. Okay, so sorry, I just completely left you out, Harvard. Thank you for speaking up. So okay, with this activity, here's what I'm thinking. So, we've had a lot of time to kind of connect and figure out some of the things that, make it hard to be successful in college and to be a first-year college student, and to understand some of the obstacles that we're dealing with when we're trying to reach, student success or personal or career success. So, what do you guys think are some of the ways where you have learned over the course of these sessions to kind of create your own destiny, or to kind of improve and minimize some of the stresses that you guys have been dealing with? Was there any takeaways from you, or are there any things that you think, if we do these types of sessions again, that we could improve opportunities for our students as far as their first year college experience, and deal with some of those speed bumps along the way?
Well, I think the exposure to the book lending and financial support programs is a really big thing, because I feel like even students that have wealthier parents, those parents don't always pay for their schooling, and sometimes just because they make a lot of money doesn't mean they have a lot of money coming in. It might go into bills. So maybe pushing support programs more will help a lot of people.
Okay. Nice. Anybody else have anything that they were able to take away from some of these sessions?
I really like the social aspect of this. Like, all the information you get from it is useful, but being able to play games with other people who you're in the same room with, it gives you an opportunity to actually make friends, especially for someone like me who came into college and I knew nobody.
Yeah.
And I was just the baby. Nobody really hung out with me, but now I've been around more people and doing more things, going to workshops with Edward and stuff, so.
Okay. So maybe kind of just, breaking the shell or nudging that door of opportunity open just a little bit has kind of helped, and, to seek out opportunities or workshops or program support, and just to kind of help make you feel more prepared, or for that kind of thing. Yeah. Anybody else have anything else they want to?
I was about to say the same thing that Trisha said, so she stole.
So, I just want to thank you guys for coming to these sessions, and if there's ever anything you guys need in the future, you're welcome to, schedule a personal session, and we could talk one-on-one about some of the things you're dealing with. What I found to be valuable having you guys come together is just